Hi everybody, Keith J23 here. So what I'm doing today is I'm just trying to find out what's going to be my best pellets for using on the Ghost. So I have a range up there. Correction, my range is my back garden, but I've got 25 yards from where I am here up to the end of the garden where I've got a target set out. So what I've done originally, well off camera, is I've ran 5 sets of pellets through, which I'll show you in a second. Look, I've shot QoS domed 848s, QoS streamlines 956s, Barracuda 8s, domed QoSs 956s, and finally AADFs. And off the target, so here we go. They're all not bad, well, I say all. So again, these are all sub 5p groups. So QoS 858s, streamlines, so Barracuda 8s, domed 956s, and AADFs 4.52s. are definitely no go. But the best two, I think, really, which marching for the wind, is the domed 956s and the streamlined 956s. So it likes a heavier pellet. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try it with the heavy dome first. Okay, right, so what I'm going to do now is the two best pellets that have come out of there is the QoS heavies 956s and the QoS streamlined 956s. So obviously the Ghost seems to like a heavier pellet. Right, so what I'm going to do now is with the two different pellets, they're unweighed at the moment. So I'm going to just play with the power settings a minute. At the moment I'm on max. I'm going to click it down a click each time for the 5 things. I think if I go below 15, it's going to be pointless anyway because the power won't be there. But I just want to see if changing that pellet power just improves the stability of the pellet and gives me a tighter grip. Okay, so what I've done is now I've ascertained that the two best pellets really are the two heavy pellets, the domes and the streamlines. I've gone and I've weighed out a load of the domes, so they're all around 9.8 grains, so from 9.80 to 9.88 according to my medium price scales. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 5 into each target. So now going from max power and just dropping 1 each time to see if that makes any difference at all. I mean, I know it makes a difference to the speed, and I know at the end of it I will do a quick chrono test, one on each pellet, right, and then see if that gives me any good results. Yeah, there's the targets at the various power levels. There's not a lot in it, but that 16 group is definitely better than the others. Right, I'll put the things up in a minute, but what I found is if I go down to 16 on here, the power levels out. I've just done 6 shots weighed pellets with a 4 feet per second spread around 11.1, 11.2, which is quite interesting. I did a few shots, and I'm not going to bore you with all the details of it all, but the other ones were just a little bit more varied. So I think that the best power setting for this gun, this particular gun, is on power level 16 with weighed heavy domes, QoS, and it's giving me a very nice consistent reading. So make of that what you will. Nice, and hopefully this has been short, interesting, and I'll put the at the end here I'll put up my targets that I just shot, and I'll put up the shot string that I've just done, 6 shots weighed, and the reason it's 6 is because I'm now out of weight pellets. Right, so no other reason than that. Right, so thanks for watching, and hopefully this is of some use to you. Hi there, right, so this is just a little review on the Brocock Ghost, which I bought from our good friends at DAI Leisure a couple of months ago now. So been using it quite a fair bit, HFT particularly, tried a little bit of bench rest with it as well, and I had it out in the garden just, and I'll put the video up on that. So I'll give you a little walk through. So in the best of the percenters, so this is my own mod on the end of it. It's a 1/2 inch UNF screw. And there is a little eyelet that sits on the end there. So this is the Ghost Plus, so it's got the slightly bigger bottle on it, slightly longer barrel or alignment. So nice shroud. With the mod, it is really quiet. Got my Hawk Air Max on the top of it at the moment. So on this side, when the camera focuses, there we go. So that is the reg on the left hand side, the humour reg, set to 100 bar. Safety on and off. Match trigger, which I have adjusted. Cheek piece. So, and here PRS single shot loader, which is a wonderful piece of kit. So, and then a cheap eBay Brocock on the end, and also, which I will go into a bit more. Right, and here's the power adjuster on the back of the gun, which goes from minimum all the way up. Then it just rotates up to max. Now, for my own uses, I found that 16 gives me the best for my pellets, but you'll see that in my thing. Right. Down to minimum gives it just less than 6 foot-pounds. Maximum is this particular at the moment is shooting about 11.7. Right, so the other side of the gun, shroud, and here is the air reserve. You see at the moment it's just knocking around 200. I had it at 230 and I fired about 50 shots from there, so quite a lot of usage in there, and all the way down to the end here. Single shot loader, it loads from both sides. I prefer it on the left hand side when I'm shooting. It also comes with a 13 shot magazine in 177. Right, nice solid cocking. Yeah, there's no pellets in there, I hasten to add. Right, so a very, very nice gun. The fill port is underneath the gun, right there. Comes with you need an extended probe, which it comes with. Also on the bottom here there is a small magnetic cover, which, unless you're an idiot, I'm not going to name names, but it could be me, you'll drop it somewhere in where you're filling up your bottles and you can't find the damn thing. Right. So I might have to get a new one. Right, so my own opinions of this. So it's lovely. It's great to fire. The trigger, when it comes out of the factory, is a little bit heavy. You will have to do just a little bit of adjustment on it just to get it right. It has got a little bit of a bark even with the shroud, so if you're going to use it in your back garden, a mod you pretty much need. Like I say, I've had this for years, so I couldn't even tell you what brand it is. So the whole gun has got a bit of weight to it. It's solid metal. You know, there's I think that if you dropped it, you'd probably be all right, but I wouldn't recommend it. The accuracy is amazing. It's got it's far more accurate than I am, that's for certain. The pros and cons, I say it has got quite a bit of weight to it. A lot of people like that. I personally like that. I like it with a bit of heft so that I can feel what I'm doing. I feel a bit more stable with it. Some people might struggle with the weight, especially if you've got a junior using it. That's the only real con that so far I've come up with. The trigger does need adjusting. You will need to just fettle about with the trigger a little bit just to get the balance right on it. Obviously it's a mechanical trigger. It's got a lot of linkages in it because it obviously being a bullpup, so you need to just get that till you get your balance right. As I say, coming out of the factory it is a little bit heavy. Pros, like I say, stunningly accurate. With the mod on, all you hear is the action going. You know, people have stood 10 feet away have gone, bloody hell, that's quiet. The cheek piece is solid. You can't get a PRS cheek piece for it. I've found that you have to get your cheek weld just right, but you have that on any gun. You need to have medium to high mounts really to get in a decent position if you've got a long head like me. But all in all, after about 3 months of owning this gun, I'm getting slightly better with it. It takes the wind, the pellets take the wind really nicely in it. There's a good bit of twist going on in that barrel. For HFT, it's great. So I wasn't sure about getting a bullpup for that, and I love it. Absolutely love the thing. So would I recommend it to people? Yes, I would. Maybe not for a junior, right? But and if you're a little bit got issues, I mean, I do have issues with my wrists, but shooting off sticks, which is what I do, is absolutely fine and absolutely perfect. I've played about with power settings. I found for me, as I said, the best settings at 16, which works best with my pellets. And I think that's one of the pros with this, is that you can just tweak your power settings till the gun shoots to your pellets. I mean, I shot 5 Wade pellets with a 4 feet per second variance. It would have been more, but I ran out of pellets, Wade ones, and I couldn't be bothered to go and buy some more. Right, but it's lovely, and hopefully this has been a bit useful to some people. I'm by no means professional, as you can tell, but hopefully this has been of interest, and thank you for watching, and keep going with the air gun.